Hey guys, welcome to a new segment in the channel where I will be sharing to you guys 3D sculpts. Some of these sculpts might be produced as fan art or custom statues, some may not, and some may be available for personal 3D printing purposes. I'll be sure to add the sculptor's Instagram page in the videos. But before we start the episode, a little housekeeping first. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future 3D art preview episodes, custom statue updates, and statue unboxings. So without further ado, let's start. Wow, definitely speechless. This is the best Angela sculpt I've seen. Most likely the best character with wings sculpt I've seen. I wish an X-Men Archangel will come in this kind of pose. I'd be so interested. But for real, this sculpt is amazing. Hopefully this becomes a statue. This 3D art of Angela is sculpted by Leonardo Azevedo. I've featured this sculpt already before by Caleb Nefzen. I think they are offering painted versions of this now instead of just the kits or unpainted statues. And they also added some new switch outs for the arm and the portrait. This sculpt of Carnage is probably one of the best one around. This 3D art of Carnage is sculpted by Caleb Nefzen. Not sure yet if this gets made, but if it does, wow, this is one crazy diorama. Look at how fun that base is. Lots of details and very lively. Most likely when it's painted, it'll be so vibrant. Not into DC, but this looks awesome. Nice anatomy and beautiful portraits. This 3D art of Catwoman, Harley Quinn, and Poison Ivy is sculpted by Samit Malhotra. I have no clue about this character or its lore, but the sculpt looks pretty clean. Vinicius definitely killing it with his sculpt so far. This is some high quality sculpt you could 3D print at home. This 3D art of Death Sandman is sculpted by Vinicio Cardoso. Very nice sculpt on Poison Ivy, beautiful and sexy, and doesn't take much space to display. My only comment will be I think the base needs to be a bit bigger. This statue might fall easily when hit or if there's an earthquake, but great concept for sure. This 3D art of Poison Ivy is sculpted by Leandro Abe. It's like getting the actual photo of Rogue from the comics. Definitely great sculpt on this Rogue. Very casual looking, great portrait, love the sculpt. This 3D art of Rogue from the X-Men Evolution is sculpted by Daniel Modastos. I can only imagine how massive this statue would be. Looking at it from the front makes me remember the Fantastic Four film where he was coming out of the building. Great job by the sculptor, but I think Surfer needs a little bit more mass. I can definitely see collectors getting this one though. This 3D art of Silver Surfer is sculpted by Adolfo Sepulveda. This is my type of Superman, simple base and very muscular. This one is very Prime 1 looking for sure. That's the secret formula for making a good Superman, just make it look like Prime 1 Superman Hush. Definitely love the sculpt, the base is quite cool as well, even has an Easter egg for the next character in line. Hopefully this one gets made. This 3D art of Superman is sculpted by Gabriel Risco Yanes. The Wolverine that will make your wallet empty. I do love some of the switch outs of this Wolverine, especially the Anma's portrait and the switch out arm with holding the cigar. I think that's the perfect combination for me. Looks good, but way too expensive for me. This 3D art of Wolverine is sculpted by Franco Carlissimo. Sculpt is pretty good on this one, kinda too bad it's just a bust. I've seen a bust of Superman I think on Facebook recently and made me think it's quite nice to collect quarter scale busts for characters you most likely wouldn't buy the whole thing. Or maybe even finish a line with just busts, at least they don't take up much space. This 3D art of Catwoman is sculpted by Alberto Tufino. Sunray sculpt is pretty good for something you can just 3D print at home. His Lobo is no exception. Great concept too with lots of fallen Justice League members on the base. Though that's not my thing, I'm pretty sure there's someone who is the opposite of me who loves those. This sculpt is highly detailed and textured too. This 3D art of Lobo is sculpted by Sunray. I think I featured this Miles Morales on my weekly episode previously, but I could be wrong, but it is very similar. Sculpt looks pretty good to me. I like the concept of them being on walls, I mean Spider-Man on walls, and the wall has a lot of Easter eggs too. This is by the way painted by Frank X. Cazar III. This 3D art of Miles Morales is sculpted by Andre Veronis. Very nice sexy Psylocke. This is kind of a typical base for Psylocke for custom statues. Her portrait reminds me of someone but I forgot the name. Probably based from an actress. Great scope and would be a nice 3D print project. This 3D art of Psylocke is sculpted by Anderson Mora and Leandro Cruz. I really love the textures and pose of this Spider-Man 2099. However, I think he is over muscular. I do appreciate bulky version of certain characters, but I think this is a bit too much. Don't get me wrong, it does look pretty good. This can easily be converted to a symbiote Spider-Man or even Venom, and I wouldn't mind the bulkiness. This 3D art of Spider-Man 2099 is sculpted by Easy Mora. Very simple museum type Supergirl. The portrait reminds me a lot of Vanya from the Umbrella Academy TV series. I think the portrait is definitely based from her. What do you guys think? Am I wrong? This 3D art of Supergirl is sculpted by Amai Takahashi. So that's the end of the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You can leave a comment below on what you guys think of the 3D arts that was featured here. I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. Also, so you don't miss out on future videos, consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps the channel a lot with YouTube's algorithm and makes me know that you guys are interested in contents like this. So thanks for watching. This is Carl and see you in the next one.